Hey everyone, James here. Welcome back to another episode of the Phase podcast. For our December episode, I've conducted some serious Christmas research. I've handed a microphone to anyone I can find and asked them 4 key questions. What does Christmas mean to you? What's your favourite Christmas song? What is the best part of a Christmas dinner? And finally, what is your favourite Christmas movie? Now, you may be wondering, what on earth has this got to do with well-being? Why is this on the Wellbeing waves? Well, whatever Christmas means to you, whether it's a time filled with joy, laughter and mince pies, or actually it's a time of money worries, difficult relationships, even loneliness, I wanted to record an episode that would be fun to listen to, hopefully bringing a smile to your face. Also, as we reflect on what Christmas means to us, it's important to say that ultimately Christmas is for everyone. If you're rich or poor, young or old, black or white, at Christmas, we celebrate a hope, light and a love that doesn't discriminate. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy our Phase podcast Christmas special. Kicking it off with a big question, what does Christmas mean to you?
Hey Phase podcast, I'm Kieran from Phase. First of all, as a Christian, the gift of hope that God sent his son Jesus. I think it's a whole thing around family and friends. I must admit, one of the things that I love most about Christmas is that people smile. Feels like for 2 weeks of the year, we smile at one another. We're happy, you've got all the lights. It just feels like there's a real energy in the air. And it's one of my favourite things about Christmas. Your people just like invite you around. You go around to people's houses more. I feel like sometimes we've got into a state where we have to book everything in. But Christmas, you invite people in, your neighbours and all of that stuff. So that real sense of community, of joy, of celebration, of hope. I think that's my favourite thing about Christmas.
Hey Phase podcast, I'm Molly from Phase. For me, Christmas is all about joy. I think no matter how you find joy in your life, whether it's big joys or tiny little joys, Christmas is all about finding some of that joy. Now for you, that might be spending time for family. I know it is for me. Or maybe it's around sharing food with people or chocolate or giving people gifts. Whatever that is that brings joy into your life, I think that's what Christmas is all about.
Hey Phase podcast, and my name is Martha. I am the vicar at the Hub Church in Hitchin and also have the privilege of being a trustee for Phase. And to me, I think Christmas reminds me of the fact that God wanted to come and be with us. He didn't forget about us. He hadn't ignored us. We weren't kind of some second thought, but actually the biggest priority for him was to be with us. And that looked like sending his son Jesus as a little baby. And I think, for me that, is really surprising. It wasn't what people expected. I think that is just a good reminder to me that actually God wants to be with me, but sometimes not in the way that I imagine it to be.
Hi Phase podcast, I'm Kirsty and I am the youth worker at Christchurch. Christmas for me means time with family and friends, doing those things or traditions that you only do once a year, but you kind of make those memories new every year. And obviously the birth of Jesus as a Christian, celebrating that.
When I think of Christmas, one thing that absolutely comes to mind is Boxing Day football. As a kid, I would try my best to insist that football would have to be available on a TV if I was going to go to some kind of a family gathering. So that's one thing, but most of all for me, Christmas means hope. I think the winter can be a really difficult time for me and a lot of people. But somehow every year, Christmas seems to miraculously cut through the short days and the cold weather and the long nights, and it gives us something to look forward to, and it brings us together. I think the magic of Christmas is that whatever people believe, we tend to come together like no other time of the year. I think it often brings out the best in us. Generosity, hospitality, understanding, kindness, laughter, and I think it's really cool to see humanity at its best, and it brings me so much hope.
Hey Phase podcast, it's me Beth. And I'm working at Phase at the moment as a student, part of my uni course. And Christmas for me is all about being surrounded by your loved ones and celebrating the little life wins that have happened during the course of the year. For me, it's important to appreciate each other's accomplishments at Christmas, whether that's getting a new job, passing a test, or just making it through the rainy winter days. It's a time of year to really celebrate one another, but most importantly, don't forget to party. Oh, and stuff your face with amazing food.
Hey, Phase podcast, it's Amanda from Phase. Christmas for me is a time to try and slow down and reflect a little bit on my Christian faith and what it means for me that Jesus came to this world to save me, I suppose.
Moving on to the musical section, what is your favourite Christmas song?
My favourite Christmas song is A Fairytale in New York by the Pogues.
Mistletoe by Justin Bieber always makes me feel very Christmassy.
As a vicar, I have the pleasure of being part of lots and lots of carol services, which is amazing. And I think each time that I hear O Holy Night, I just love it. It's one of my top songs that I play every kind of Christmas on the Spotify playlist. So I think for me, my favourite Christmas song would definitely have to be O Holy Night.
My favourite Christmas song is Christmas Lights by Coldplay.
I'll be bouncing down the stairs on Christmas morning listening to Step Into Christmas by Elton John.
A Christmas song that always gets me dancing around the house, or should I say the Christmas tree, is Rocking Round the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee.
My favourite Christmas song is I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. And I love the bit where they go, it's Christmas!
Now, for a lot of us, Christmas means food, but what actually is the best part of a Christmas dinner?
My favourite part of a Christmas dinner is the turkey.
I think the best part of a Christmas dinner has got to be the roast potatoes.
I think my all-time favourite part of a Christmas dinner has to be the roast potatoes. I think if you do them right and they're nice and crunchy but soft inside, I could just, as a veggie, it doesn't get much more exciting than that, to be honest. So give me a plate of roast potatoes and some gravy and I would be the happiest person in the world.
Has to be the pigs in blanket.
The best part of a Christmas dinner is Boxing Day leftovers. You cannot beat it.
Controversially, my favourite part of a Christmas dinner is a huge Yorkshire pudding. I know they're not for everyone on Christmas Day, but my dinner just isn't complete without one.
The best part of Christmas dinner is the fact that on Christmas Day only, we get roast potatoes and mashed potatoes. And they are great together with gravy.
We all love a good Christmas movie, but what is the best one of all time? Let's see what the people think.
There is only one favourite Christmas movie, and that is A Muppets Christmas Carol.
My favourite Christmas movie is The Holiday.
Recently, I've been watching a lot of Christmas movies because I love them. But I think probably the top one just has to be Love Actually. I think it just never gets old. Every Christmas I watch it again and every time I love it, and I end up just wanting to be part of it and wanting to dance around with Hugh Grant. So it's got to be Love Actually for me.
My favourite Christmas movie would have to be, it's really cringy, but The Princess Switch on Netflix. Yeah, proper cringe, but love it.
Home Alone is undoubtedly the best Christmas movie of all time. I used to watch it at the start of every December with my mum, so it's a bit of a tradition for me. But no matter how many times I've watched it, it always brings so much laughter.
A Christmas film that always gets me feeling festive is The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. It's not Christmas if I haven't watched it at least 3 times before the big day.
So, can I have 2? Is that okay? One of them is Elf. I love watching Elf, but also another favourite at Christmas time is The Polar Express.
We want to wish you a really Merry Christmas, a fantastic New Year, and we will look forward to seeing you in 2025. Merry Christmas.
Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and wishing you a very happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful time this Christmas season.